We back, episode 15. I had some technical difficulties in the beginning of this joint. Y'all not gonna hear it, but I was having some technical difficulties in the beginning of episode 15. Imagine that. It is August 5th, 6:09 p.m. And we about to get into episode 15. I gotta open a monologue this time. In my opening monologue, I might have a few things to talk about. The first thing is that once I got off the last episode 14, which was this morning, my advisor from school called me and we talked for a little bit about my plans and what I need help with or anything going forward. And honestly, I don't need help with anything school wise. She told me I'm gonna get a nice little week break after these classes end in 3 weeks, and then I will have 10 classes left, which is 5 semesters, which is crazy to say. It's crazy to say. So 5 semesters is technically 10 months. 10 months, but when you factor in breaks, because I think I get a 3-week break between January and December and January, and then I get another summer break, another break in the beginning of summer, another break at the end of summer, I believe, something like that. So I am slated to graduate in October, somewhere in October, I believe. I didn't ask her that. I didn't ask her when do I graduate. I was so flustered at the fact that she said I only have 10 classes left, which is beyond amazing. But that goes into a little bit into my opening monologue, which is have big goals and small goals. We got to set goals for the day sometimes. Sometimes we need to, in order to stay focused and stay vigilant on what we want for our future, we got to work on the immediate future for the long-term future. And that goes with saying also work with what you have now. Cause me, I'm looking at things that I can obtain once I get my degree. You know what I mean? I'm applying for jobs as if I already have my degree, which some say I should, some say I don't. I feel like it doesn't hurt me to apply, because sometimes you get feedback from employers and they'll tell you, oh, you know, you don't have the degree, that's one of our qualifications, but what have you done? And then, you know, you can have conversations with them and maybe you might still get hired. That hasn't personally happened for me, but I know people that it has happened to. Also, I believe that you should have short-term goals in terms of what you want to accomplish for the day, for the week, for the month. And that keeps you motivated. It keeps you pushing towards your bigger goals. And work with what you have now. Like, don't compare yourself to other people and don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to your future self, because you will become your future self. You can't become someone else. You can't become those people that you follow on Instagram. You can't become Kobe. I was about to say Kobe Bryant. You can't. I don't know why Kobe Bryant came to mind, but you can't become him. He's a legend. You can't become those people. You can only become your future self. You know, if that makes sense. I feel like it makes sense. Like, work with what you have. Don't base your life off of what everybody else has. And outside of that, I guess I can get right into the actual episode while we're here. You know, learn a little bit about ourselves. See if we can learn a little bit about ourselves today. I had a few good phone calls today, actually. After I got off the phone with my advisor, then that's crazy. I did have a few good phone calls and a good text. I got off the phone with my advisor, and then my car is actually being repaired right now, and I got good news that it's going to be early. It was supposed to be done on the 19th of August, but they're saying it should be done maybe by the 10th. So that's amazing. The parts were coming from Germany. So my car is ready for paint. It's ready to be painted, reassembled, and then they had to do some calibrations and stuff like that. So I'll be getting my car back early, give back this rental, and, you know, continue enjoying my life, living it the way I love to live it. And then, so I had my advisor called me, the auto shop called me, and then one of my close friends called me. Given the situation, I'm not gonna like say who it is, but one of my close friends called me, and he was checking up on me, but within checking up on me, he was also checking up with himself, if that makes sense, because we have a system of checks and balances within our friendship where if I'm feeling down, I'm gonna call him and ask him how he doing. And if he feeling down, he gonna call me and ask me how he doing. And then, we'll have our conversation, and I'll be like, yo, you good? And he'd be like, we'll have the conversation on what's going on in his life or what's going on in my life. And we did to motivate each other in terms of, yo, like we're literally the same person in a different body. Like he thinks just like me and I think just like him, but we don't agree on everything 100%. But I feel like everything that we align on so much things, and I've known this person for years, and we didn't really connect until later in life. We didn't really like connect on it. I guess you could say a deeper level later in life. Like we can sit there and just talk for hours. And it's crazy because he's this kind of might give it away, but it's my guy and he knows all love. He's trying to slim down, and I'm trying to bulk up. So I'm in the gym. I started going to the gym recently, as y'all know, and I'm trying to bulk up and he's trying to slim down. So we told each other that we just gonna meet in the middle, and we, you know what I mean? Cause I'm not super skinny and he's not fat at all. Like he's actually somewhat the weight that I want to be. Like he's built, you know what I mean? So I told him we'll meet in the middle, which after that I still want to bulk up a little bit more. So I've been eating, but I also been having a lot of energy, so I've been burning it. So I'm eating more, but I'm also burning more. So it's kind of a interesting situation. So yeah, and then right after I got off the phone with him, the gym that I go to now, they actually text me and was like, oh, we got a free session for you. When can you come in? But not knowing that I already signed up for a free session, which is tomorrow at 5. So I'm gonna go to that. Bro, I've been rambling for 7 minutes already. Let me get into this episode so I can get you out of here. Y'all can fast forward. I might have to put a timestamp so that y'all know when the actual episode starts, because y'all here for the content, not for my life updates. But episode 15 is called We All Have Our Stresses. Fear, anxiety, loneliness, discomfort, pain, jitters, or whatever you're going through is just an expensive experience. It can fuck with your health, your mood, your motivation, and your productivity. It can even mess with your ability to be around other people. I fully agree with that. I literally was just talking about this 2 seconds ago. I can't promise to make it feel better, but there are plenty of crooks who can. I can't promise to make it feel better. There are plenty of crooks who you can throw your money at for that. What I can promise you is this. You have unlimited power to make that shit even worse. Facts. Like, no matter what you're going through right now, and I said this previously, no matter what you're going through right now, it can be worse. So tighten your shit and get the fuck up and go do what you gotta go do. I'm gonna get banned. I'm cursing way too much, but someone said that as long as you don't curse within the first 5 minutes on YouTube, you'll be alright. But I don't really care anyway, whatever. Comparison is the thief of joy. I literally just talked about this. Y'all think I should start screening these episodes, like screening the book before I start talking? Because sometimes I say what he's already conveying, and then it's just like I'm just repeating myself. Comparison is the thief of joy, and if you're having a rough patch, looking at the lives of others will not help. Everyone is going through what they're going through, but many still get up and keep their lives moving. Those folks are called adults. I am an adult because my shit is bad right now, but I feel untouchable. I feel completely untouchable. My steps are guided, and everything is going to work out. I have no doubts about that, and I'm on a different level. Like I've never had this much confidence in my life that like life is just mine, and I love it. I love it, and I want that for you. I want that for y'all. Observing everyone on the surface, then comparing what you see to what you're feeling deep down inside is a guaranteed method of sinking yourself even lower. This is facts. This is facts. I don't think I've ever been in that type of situation. I use what other people have as motivation. I never look at it as like, soaking in my own wallows and stuff like that. Nah, oh, he got that? I bet I could go get that too. Say less. You know what I mean? Because I said it in one of the other series was, what? How does it go? It goes, how does it go? How does it go? How does it go? How does it go? It goes, how can you say something's impossible if it's been done before? Don't look at your life and say, man, I could never do that. Bro, you're looking at somebody doing it. Go do it. Like, even if you got to go ask for, you know what I mean? People love telling their stories. Go up to that person and be like, yo, how you get that car? I like that car. How you get that? And you know what I mean? Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Some people, we need mentors. Everybody got to, even mentors got mentors. So just don't compare yourself to people. Use them as motivation, and not in a negative type of way where you want to, because it's negative motivation and positive motivation. Make them positive motivation for you. He goes on to say, this is not to say consolidation is in the fact of others having bullshit as well, but more to realize that bullshit is just part of life. Life doesn't start after the obstacles. Life is the obstacle. Live through that shit, man. Life is the obstacle. What you gonna do about it? While you over there you struggling over the log, everybody is already on the rope. If you get that analogy, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Life is a game, bro. Are you playing or you watching from the sidelines? Get in there and go get it. Go get them yards, bro. A careless, stress-free, all problems get solved within 32 minutes type of life only exists on television. To begin with, most of the things we call problems aren't even problems, they're dilemmas. He talking heavy, and this is a song of my heart right now, because I don't got problems. I got little dilemmas. I got little hiccups, and I'm thriving through it right now. If y'all could walk in my shoes for one day, y'all would never even, bro. It's different, and I ain't even trying to seem like I'm boasting or braggadocious or anything like that, because I'm not. And everything that I got, everybody else can get. I'm just saying, within me, if you take everything away from me right now, I'm still waking up tomorrow with the same attitude. I feel like unstoppable. And that's how you should feel too, because you are unstoppable. Why you not? Give me one reason why you're not unstoppable. Oh, I didn't think so. He goes on to say, these dilemmas are generally attributes to our ample leisure time in the first world. Folks in other situations really have luxury to ponder or stress about many of the things we do, mainly because they're too busy surviving. Cue Jim Jeffrey singing Don't Die Today. Don't know that song. When I get off of this, I'm gonna go look for it. It's not my place to evaluate the things that keep you up at night or cause you anxiety. I have, however, realized in my time on this planet that outside of actual death and few other exceptions, the intensity of our problems is the simple marriage of circumstance with our mindset. Sometimes you can't change the circumstance, but you can always change your mindset. If at this point you say easier said than done, humble yourself. You owe me $5. Cashapp is in the bio. Send that. Death itself is the only one shot promise, so there's really no point in worrying about that. We all have that in common. We all human. We all bleed. We all bleed. So let me go back up to one part right here. He said the intensity of our problems is a simple marriage of our circumstance with our mindset. That is so well worded. That is so well worded. I love well worded words, if that makes sense. But it's true. Your circumstances and your mindset is all that matters. Because it's somebody with your same exact circumstance right now with a completely different mindset. Completely. Who, I mean, you're not in competition with that person. Y'all both gonna make it out of it. But what are you gonna do to make it out of it? You gonna do the same thing he doing? That's possible. Cool. Use him as motivation. Follow in his footsteps. You know what I mean? We should follow the greats. Use them as examples. Nothing's wrong with that. If somebody going through the same exact thing you going through and you got a negative mindset and they got a positive mindset and you sit there and watch them get out of it, that's your problem. Go do that. I'm not reading this for you. I'm reading this for me. This is facts. I'm motivating myself. It might sound like I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really not. There's a mirror right in front of me. I'm lying. There's no mirror. But think about it. Like I'm talking to myself. And I'm talking to you through me, if that makes sense. So I'm really talking to myself, but you listen and I'm talking to you as well. And you're probably getting more motivation than I'm motivating myself. Being able to self-motivate yourself is a crazy attribute. Because what could stop you? What could stop you when you don't need nobody else to tell you that you're doing good? Because you already know you're doing good and you know they hating on you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm untouchable. I'm not doing this I'm not doing this. I keep trying to say, I keep about to say podcast, but I'm not doing this series for the people to watch it, to view it. I said this to one of my friends earlier today too. I said, I'm not doing this series for people to watch it or to listen to it. I made it easy for y'all to watch it and listen to it. I literally only shared the first episode. Whoever watches after that, thank you. But you should be thanking me. If we're gonna be honest, I'm doing this so I could listen to it in 5 years and be like, damn, when I'm flying my Sirius SR22, you know what I mean? Going from wherever to wherever. And I'm just listening to a pod. I just want to listen to something. I'm gonna throw in this episode right here. And you know it's crazy? I'm gonna already have everything I ever wanted, and I'm still gonna use this to motivate myself. So if I can motivate myself, why you not motivating yourself? Even if you're not gaining motivation from this, it's something out there that it's some way that you should be motivating yourself. You shouldn't. You could take motivation from outside sources, but how you feel about yourself from the inside is what matters. And I already said that. If you've been paying attention, you should already know everything I'm about to say. But we're gonna continue. My molars hurt because I've been grinding my teeth in my sleep. It's a sign of stress. For what? A bunch of stuff that people that won't matter in 90 years and really exist in my presence? It's the memories of the past and the fears of the future causing that stress. Nothing that isn't in the present is simply a product of my imagination. Downside to an overthinker, and I'm an extreme overthinker. I get into a situation, I'm already looking at 10 ways it's going to fail and 50 ways it's going to succeed. That's just me. And if you've ever had a conversation with me, I play devil's advocate so much because I see things from so many angles, so many views. I have my opinions and I have my thoughts on it, but I can also see everyone else's opinion, everyone else's thoughts. And that's another godly attribute that I have. But we're going to continue. No empathy needed. It's what we all go through. It's uncomfortable, but it's where the growth lives. I said this before too, you're not going to grow when you're comfortable. When life is good, you're not going to grow. You might get some knowledge. You might, you know what I mean, be able to learn, experience different things, because money brings experience. You can do things when you have money, right? Cool. When you comfortable, you living good, have all your bills paid, you got no issues, you're not really You gonna learn, yeah, but the real growth comes with growing out of the issues, growing out of the problems. And even when you comfortable, it's always something that when you think about it can be better. You know what I'm saying? It's always something that can be better. There's no such thing as perfection. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to have everything perfect, but you can have everything good. You can have everything sustainable. There's no growth in your comfort zone. There's no comfort in your growth zone. Whew. That's another one of them things. That's another one of them things, man. When you use two words and you just flip it in a sentence and they mean the same thing. Like it's nice to be important, but it's also important to be nice. And I forgot the other one he said. I forgot it. I got a lot of things on my mind. I know it was like two or three episodes ago, but yeah, that's one of them Jones right there, man. There's no growth in your comfort zone and there's no comfort in your growth zone. It's a Venn diagram and there's no happy medium. Oh my God, he's talking crazy. He's talking crazy. I don't think y'all really paying attention. This man, life good, man. Life is really good. Grow. You should be 1% better every day. 0.5% better every day. Learn a new word. You know what I mean? Take a different route to work tomorrow and see if you don't learn something. You might find a new restaurant on that route. And then when the weekend comes, you go to that restaurant, you might find a new dish on that menu. Try it, and now you in love with a new dish. If, like, let's say it's an Italian restaurant, now you want to go to Italy. Now just because you took a different route to work, a little detour, getting out of the mundane, getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your comfort zone, and you know what I mean? Because your humans are creatures of habits. Take the same way to work every day. Come home the same time. We take a shower the same time. We eat pretty much the same food. You know what I mean? Go discover that new restaurant. Eat the new thing on the menu. Fall in love with it. And then fall so in love with it that you want to learn to make it yourself. And then when you learn to make it yourself, you perfect that. And then once it becomes perfect as it can get, you know what I mean? Then guess what? You take another route to work. It's the little things, man. The little things turn into big things. The last little part of this, he says, whenever you're going through, go through it, learn from it, and grow from it. You won't be here forever. It's a fact. And that's a double entendre, because I feel like he's talking about you won't be here on Earth forever. I feel like I just barked. But you won't be here on Earth forever. Earth, damn. Earth is such a nasty word. That's a disgusting word to say. It doesn't sound good. Earth does not sound like it sounds disgusting. It doesn't roll off the tongue well. Why do we name, this is why aliens don't come here. Earth. Ugh. Anyway, I done lost my train of thought. Yeah, I think he's saying you won't be here on this planet forever, and you won't be in your situation, your circumstance forever as well. So embrace it and grow through it. Take what you can, take the positive from it, leave the negative, and always hold that in, you know what I mean? Hold that in your bag of tricks. Because once you learn, it's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to do it, you should be able to keep doing it. Like, I've seen people get out of big, crazy situations, and then a little situation come and they can't get themselves out of that one. Like, bro, use that same, like, bro, you got the hemp, like, get out of it, bro. Like, that's like being able to punch through steel but can't get through a paper bag. I don't know. Anyway, I learned a lot about myself today. Now, outside of this series, I learned a lot about myself, During this series, I also learned a lot about myself. Hopefully y'all learned something about yourselves today. If you did, comment below. If you didn't, comment below. And with that being said, don't let the stress consume you. Consume the stress and spit it out.